Practice routines and procedures, you've taught them explicitly, you've had your students practice, you've gone over them, but things are still not clicking and your classroom is not functioning the way that you were hoping it was going to function. So you need to update, you need to adjust so that your routines and procedures land appropriately. This is the way that I always do it, and this is my suggestion. I always do it through a morning meeting or a community circle, and I think that this is the best way because you're going to pull your whole class together and you're really going to get to the why of the issue. You teach them the why behind it and you teach them the impact of their behavior. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pull your whole class to the circle and you're going to address the issue. So, okay, I think that the issue that we've been having over the last few days is that we keep having blurting out and we keep having people interrupt or having side conversations while people are talking, and it's just not making our classroom community a place where people want to be. So you state the issue. Second thing is that you have all of your students share how that issue is making them feel, how that is going to have an impact on the other students in the classroom. So I always model that. It makes me feel like my voice isn't valued in this space, that it makes me feel like you guys just don't really care about what I have to say, and it makes me feel like you guys have more important things to do rather than to do whatever the class is expected to do. How does it make other people feel? And so then you're going to go around, you're just going to only call on volunteers, people who want to speak and want to address this issue, and then you have your class come up with a solution. Okay, so we know what it is that's happening, we know the impact, and we know why we need to have our voices off, but now how are we going to fix it? What are some ideas? What are some things that we can do instead of blurting out, instead of having that side conversations? And sometimes your class might tell you, like, Mrs. Miller, we need a little bit of a talk break. Like, can we have a talk break halfway through our lesson? And these things are like gold for your classroom community, because if you listen to them and you implement the ideas that they came up with, they're going to see that you're a teacher that listens and cares of not just about their academic life, but them as a person. And it's going to change your classroom community. And so I've had in years past students say, like, we need a brain break. Like, we need something to do in the middle. We need can we have free time at the end of class? Like, all these things, they come up with these ideas that kind of like incentivize their behavior. And I'm always on board, because if I can get what I want out of them and they can get 5 minutes of free time, like, that is so worth it, because I have 100% attention, 100% buy-in during my part of the lesson. And so this gets your class really solving the problems, and it gets to show your students like they are active members of this community, not just you. So let me know if you have any questions, and I want to know if you have been practicing, what are the issues you're running into, what are the challenges, and drop them in the comments below.